What is up, guys? This is Jared Spalding here, and today I wanted to weigh in on something that I've honestly seen a lot of people talking about, and it's just something that doesn't make any sense to me. I've been seeing first that it was people saying silver's gonna break $100 an ounce in 2016. That's definitely gonna happen, and then I saw this video that featured Brother John F. and he was saying that that's conservative. That's saying $100 an ounce. That's on the conservative side of things, and I was like thinking, there's no way that silver is going to hit $100 an ounce in 2016. It's just not going to happen. I mean, every year people say, it's like how every year people say, oh yeah, the economy's going to collapse this year. It's surefire, it's definitely going to happen, and then it doesn't happen. It's the same thing with this, honestly, and I feel like really they're just saying it because they know that these videos get a lot of views. Like at least among the silver stacking community, what's considered a lot of views, and then these videos will usually get. So I really feel like that's what it really boils down to, is just trying to, get your video watched. My thoughts on that, but, anyway, on the actual subject, though, whether they believe it or not, I'm sure they believe it to an extent, but, I've heard a lot of people for a long time say silver's going to break 100 an ounce, and I was watching the video, and I did watch it, just to see what it was all about, what their points were, and he was saying that, I believe he was basically said that manipulation is going to catch up with silver, and that the truth is that, the prices are being manipulated to be lower. Now that is something I can get behind right there. I understand. Silver prices are being manipulated, especially by, the billionaires like J.P. Morgan, for example, who I've talked about many times before, manipulating silver prices to keep them low. That is something that I agree with. But to think that when this manipulation does catch up, and if it could catch up even, to think that the silver is going to shoot up to, we're talking what? 7 times its value? I mean, just to get, in the low $100 area, that's still going to be a 7 times value jump, right there. I mean, because just for 102, it'd have to be 6 times jump. He's saying that's conservative. What do you think, $150? You're going to be talking about, around almost 9 times a price jump right there. Or actually, would it? Yeah, no, it would be almost a 9 times price drop, because it would be at 153 if it jumped by 9 times. As of now, silver is like exactly resting at 17 an ounce right now. So, that would be ridiculous. Think about it. 9 times. I mean, even when bubbles form, silver might go up 4 times in value if it's that's considered insane. But to expect it to catch this quote unquote manipulation catching up to make it jump up that much in value, you know how much silver would have to be getting manipulated? I mean, think about it. The prices. First of all, how is manipulation going to even catch up with silver? That's the thing you really have to wonder. Because these billionaires, are they going to let that happen? Because I really don't think so, considering the fact that they hold a lot of the world's silver in their own private reserves. They're not gonna let that happen. And the other thing is that, even if silver prices did start to bubble, there's a certain point where the price stops going up. I mean, there's a certain point where people decide to sell, a lot of people. And this is where the media comes into play, When the silver price is shooting up, everyone's going to jump on it. And they're only going to add fuel to the fire. It's going to shoot up a lot. There's the basic definition of bubble here. But basically what is going to happen eventually is people are going to want to sell. People are going to eventually try to sell, and that's going to slow it down a little bit. People who flood the market with a lot of silver, people like J.P. Morgan are going to be doing everything in their power to get the prices lower again, to end the bubble, because too much media attention, all of a sudden silver is not undervalued anymore, and that's going to be a problem for him. So he's going to be doing everything in his power to get the prices back down. I mean, and eventually what's going to end up happening, though, is the prices are going to slow down, and then they're going to plateau. And then they're going to fall. Because everybody, who's on this bandwagon, that's what it is, bandwagon, people telling them, everyone's being told they should invest, they're investing, and now they're going to be told, oh, yeah, now you should sell. It's going to be like, all right, well, I'm going to sell them, because that's the way, these people are. They're very simple-minded. They pick a leader to follow, and then they follow them, even if, they're misguiding them. And so all these people, they're going to sell, and then the market's just going to crash. But all of this is going to happen before silver can ever hit 100 an ounce. I mean, I'm sorry to tell you this. Silver, I don't even know if there's going to be a bubble or not in 2016, honestly. I don't see it happening. because even when we saw, China buying up as much silver as they did, it didn't even hit the, price that hard. And the thing is that people are also saying silver is going to catch up the gold in value, I've been hearing. And that's another thing that's just ridiculous, because how will silver become as valuable as gold? I understand in comparison to gold it's undervalued, but there's still 12 times more silver than gold available on this earth. So just for silver to catch up to gold in value, I mean, that's an absurd thought, honestly. I can see it maybe hitting that 12-to-1 ratio, maybe, but even then, silver would not be able to break $100 an ounce, because, or it might, I guess if it did hit 12-to-1 and gold stayed at the same value, it might, but honestly, gold's really a little bit overvalued in comparison to the silver too. So I think that in order for it to hit that ratio, gold would have to drop a little bit. So, like I said, silver might go up to 70 an ounce at the very most, but there's no way it's breaking $100 an ounce. And I know this video is probably going to get a lot of dislikes, because people are going to be thinking, oh, I don't like what this guy's saying, so I'm going to dislike it. But if you do have something against what I'm saying, please let me know. But honestly, I would love to hear your arguments, and not just, have you guys dislike the video because, just because you think, oh yeah, I want to make money off of silver, so I'm just going to, disagree with this guy. If you do have a disagreement, a valid one, then let me know. But other than that, honestly, I'm sure that you guys can at least find some validity in this argument, because, let's face it, silver is never broken the equivalent today of $100 an ounce, Even if you adjust for inflation, it's never broken $100 an ounce. And what makes you think it's going to happen this year? The markets have been manipulated for many years, and there's just no way that, it's going to just slip away this year. I don't think. Anyway, that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Try to keep it quick for you guys. Peace, love, and much respect.